Hello everyone, how are you doing? This is Daryl Guberman, CEO of Guberman PMC LLC, a quality consulting firm here in Connecticut. We have over 40 plus years in quality, aerospace, medical implants, medical materials, printing, and plastic distribution, where we dealt with every industry under the sun. Today, this video is very good. We have a very special guest here, Mr. David Calhoun, CEO of Boeing. And this video today is 2009, FAA gave regulatory inspection and control to Boeing while David Calhoun, CEO, sat on Boeing's board. Which meant right now, since he's the CEO, he's also an FAA administrator. And you're going to find out why. We're going to try to keep this brief. You can find all the rest of the data down below this video. We want to try to keep it way under 10 minutes. But what I want to do is I want to read you what ANSI-ANAB, their accreditation body, who is called out on basically Boeing's supplier portal. And here it is. This is the live shot of it. That it basically says that Boeing will only accept ANSI-ANAB and or internationally equivalent. And you find out the internationally equivalent is Iran or Pakistan. Yes, isn't that nice? Or others on the International Accreditation Form, which is a repository of accreditation bodies, both national and international, incorporated in Delaware between 2015 and 21. It was watched over and controlled by a communist Chinese national, Zhao Jinwu, who's been involved with our quality since 1994. You can find that data down below. We're going to continue on. I'm going to read what ANSI-ANAB says, and then I'm going to let you know that Boeing gave complete authority to their accreditation body, ANSI-ANAB, in 2002, meaning this. You'll find out. But real quick, 2002, they had a supplier basically notification that said if you're AS9100 certified, which is the quality ISO certification for aerospace, then just send your certificate, send us the parts, we put it on the plane. Beautiful. Let me just read you what ANSI-ANAB states about their slipshod accreditation. And we have all the data. I'm not making this up. This came right off their website on 8/9/2023, just a year ago. What are the benefits of accreditation? Accreditation provides formal recognition to competent organizations. It provides a conduit for regulators and industry to find reliable products and services to meet their specific needs. Accreditation is a means to reduce costs and redundancy and eliminate trade barriers. Most important, accreditation assures industry and government decision makers that accredited organizations are competent and the results can be relied upon. So let me tell you this, right? Boeing sits on ANSI's board. These companies I'm mentioning are all on ANSI's board. You can tell me and write down below in the comments if you find that they're competent and reliable, the accreditation body. You have Boeing, who skipped quality processes and standards, okay, on their manufacture of their airplane. This was during when this guy was on board. You also have the factor that just most recently, the Boeing facility that makes the Bell Boeing V-22 composite parts, I'm a composite guy, that's my background, skipped, more than skipped, they didn't even put down proper data when it came to the autoclave cure cycles for composite parts on the V-22 Osprey, which we most recently had another one go down, another crash. Maybe it's because of this, because between 2007 and 2018, nobody wrote down shit. Now we continue on. You have Lockheed Martin. After their 801st ship, F-35, they still have rejections. You would figure, I know what you're going to say, well, Daryl, it's a complex program. Not up to and including loss of aircraft and loss of pilot. You most recently saw the pilot had to eject. They had a technical issue in it in North Carolina, and they lost the plane for a couple days. Isn't that nice? Where's the transponder? And then you have Pfizer, who their CEO, Albert Bourla, will say, I'm a 59-year-old man, I don't need to take it. I'm not in the front line, and the medication was made in the sun. A 171-year-old company, it was made in the sun. Well, he was a veterinarian, or he is. So when they called you a sheep taking that, you are what you get injected with. Okay, they skipped quality processes and standards. You have Johnson & Johnson, same thing. In fact, up to and including blood clots are forming in the lungs. That's a big quality issue. I know a couple of those people. So let me just tell you this. Oh, so 75 million vials of COVID got returned to Johnson & Johnson. We have such failure. Okay, Tesla, for example, I think he's ANSI ANAB accredited. 1.1 million cars got recalled for wiring issues, brake issues in China. And his XY cars ignite. Burn, baby, burn. But I want to get back to this. I'm going to read this to you. It is absolutely deplorable. And they all sit on ANSI's board, which is the American National Standards Institute. Is a private, not-for-profit, non-governmental company that has both federal agencies and corporations, I guess, to protect their ass. But this is the actual document here. I'm really not going to read it because this way I can keep this video short. But it basically, in 2009, it gives authority, okay, allows Boeing employees to perform tasks on behalf of the FAA that include oversight of testing and products and standards, along with certification of aircraft technologies and new aircraft technologies and designs. And this is the worst part, is in the beginning. The FAA increased authority of Boeing's commercial airplanes division to self-certify its own aircraft. And now all of a sudden you hear, hold on a sec, let me play David Calhoun for you. He gave this report when the plug flew out of the Alaskan Air. Let's hear what he says about Boeing and their regulator. Boeing is a regulator.
But I will say this, the work that our regulator, in this case the FAA, has been doing to inspect the situation and create a procedure and a protocol for the airlines to go out and inspect each and every one of the airplanes, 100% of them, and make certain that the work that our regulator, in this case the FAA, has been doing to inspect the situation and create a procedure and a protocol for the airlines to go out and inspect each and every one of the airplanes, 100% of them, and make certain they're in. But I will say this, the work that our regulator, in this case the FAA, has been doing to inspect the situation and create a procedure and a protocol for the airlines to go out and inspect each and every one of the airplanes, 100% of them, and make certain.
Yes, you see that the FAA sits right over by Boeing. And yes, Boeing is a regulator. So how can a regulator make a procedure and process for the regulator? You know, that is absolutely abominable. And it is a safety issue because they have an issue 2009 to present. That's over 15 years of self-inspection. We've seen it. Ethiopian Air, Malaysian Air, 346 people died, all told. And then you have Dennis Muhlenberg, who gets off the hook. And these guys must be highly medicated because just like Dennis Muhlenberg, Mr. Calhoun is getting paid $22 million, $1.5 million base. The rest is stock options and bonuses and all this other crap. He's the punching bag. So he should have the get-up with the red bulbous nose and the red clown here because he's that Punch and Judy deal. My telephone number is 203-556-1493 or Daryl, DARYL, TQRS @yahoo.com. And I look forward to hearing from you.